He will be lucky to get one win this year and will not make the top 10 in points. I really don't see why everyone thinks he is so good in a wing sprint car. I would even put up $100 that he does not win a high limit race this year. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. His win last year and podiums were not because of talent in a wing car. I just personally think he should be running with the All-Stars or the POWERi series. He would definitely do better. Chris Crook 1307, you still have time to delete those comments on Tanner Thorson's season preview video that I put out a few months ago. He hasn't won a race yet, but you still have time to delete those comments because a win is no doubt about coming for Tanner Thorson and the Rob Gross Motorsports number 88 team. He is absolutely heating up, and people are starting to take notice to Tanner Thorson here over the last couple of nights, and it has been a lot of fun to watch. I have been a Tanner Thorson believer for a long time. This team put together just weeks before the season last year with High Limit. They came out with a podium run, their first ever race out there, and then they were learning last year, trying to figure things out, and it looks like they've got the engines dialed in, they've got the setups dialed in, and Tanner Thorson is dialed in as a driver right now. And over the last 6 races between the Outlaws and High Limit, he has been very, very impressive. And at this point in time, over the last 5 high limit racing events, he has the second best average finish of any driver in the series. So I wanted to talk about him today because I honestly do think that Tanner Thorson is going to get a win here very soon. And I'm going to put out this real quick. I think that if he doesn't get a win during the 3-day show at Lucas Oil Speedway in 2 weeks, I will be shocked. I think that he'll easily get 2 top 5s, 2 podiums, maybe 3 top 5s in all 3 nights there. Remember how good he was at both races there last season. I think Lucas Oil Speedway is going to be a very good weekend for Tanner Thorson. But I wanted to look at his last 6 races, 4 with High Limit and 2 against the Outlaws, because at this point in time, it does not matter what series he is running against. He is running very well. So we'll go back to Butler Motor Speedway in Michigan. There was a 38-car field there for the High Limit show. He qualified second, and that's one thing that, he is improving on. They're not where they want to be yet, but he is improving in qualifying, which was the big problem that they had all of last season. He was 3rd in the heat race at Butler. He did make the dash there. He started 7th in the feature, finished 4th, and a +3 in the plus-minus. Red Cedar Speedway in Wisconsin, 27-car field there. He qualified 4th, won the heat race, made the dash, started 3rd in the feature, took 2nd for a while from Rico Abreu, ended up 3rd in the main event there. So he was, even on the plus-minus, was battling for the lead there, and then, ended up 3rd. Very good run there, was passing Kyle Larson back and forth. I mean, it was a great race for Tanner Thorson. Then at 141 Speedway with 29 cars in the field, he qualified 15th. The track fell off a cliff there. He was 2nd in the heat race, did not make the dash, started 9th in the main event, and he would come home in 2nd for a +7 in the feature event there. And then against the Outlaws in 2 pretty big fields here. At the Plymouth Dirt Track 39-car field, he qualified 7th. He finished 2nd in the heat race. He made the dash. He started 6th in the main event, and he ran 8th. So lost 2 positions there, but still another top 10, and this time against an almost 40-car field with a completely different format with the Outlaws. The very next night, he went to Beaver Dam Speedway, the first time that he had ever been there before, qualified 13th, ran 4th in the heat race, did not make the dash, started 13th in the feature, and he would end up in 9th, a +4 in that feature. And then, 2 nights ago at the Eagle Raceway, the biggest field on the board, 43 cars. He did not qualify well. 26th overall in qualifying, 26th overall, that's got to be with both flights put together, according to SprintCarRatings.com. 5th in the heat race, so obviously did not make the dash there. He started 18th on the field, and he would end up in the P6 position for a +12 in the plus-minus department there. So looking at his average finish over these last 6 races between the Outlaws and High Limit, it is a 5.3 average finish. And then I want to say it's 5.5 when you look at just the last 5 High Limit racing events. He's only second to Aaron Reitzel in that category of the best average finish in the last 5 races. During this 6-race stretch, he has a plus-minus of +24. In the entire High Limit Racing schedule, he has a plus-minus of +90, which is almost double that of the next car. Tyler Courtney, I believe, is second at 54, and then Chase Randall, I believe, is third at 48. So Tanner Thorson, far and away the best the best driver at passing other cars throughout the main events. He made 3 out of 6 dashes. His average start in these main events was a 9.3. In the heat races, his average finish of 2.8, which is very good. And then an average qualifying in these races of 11.1. And that, I mean, I'm telling you, once these guys can qualify in the top 10 on a regular basis, they are going to be extremely dangerous a lot more often than not. I mean, even you can just tell by just this, sample size here. I mean, 13th, 18th, 9th. 9th's good, but still, you're not in the dash. He's having to come from behind more often than not, but he is getting up there towards the front of the field by the end of these races. And Tanner Thorson, I have been singing his praises for years, and it is fun to see what he is doing right now. And he's currently sitting 7th in the overall point standings with Highlander Racing, trying to track down Justin Peck for P6 in points, but I don't think he's going to get there unless Peck has some more issues here coming up. But, Tanner Thorson does have a win this year. It was against the Power I 410 series down there at Creek County Speedway. So he does have a win this season, albeit it's not with the national tour, but I can feel that it is coming here for this driver. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think about Tanner Thorson right now? Now, I know there are quite a few drivers that left the High Limit Series last year, did not come back, maybe allowing him to move up those points a little bit farther. You think of guys like Parker Price Miller, a guy like James McFadden, right? I mean, those type of drivers that are not back with the series this year, Corey Day, that is allowing Thorson to maybe move up the points a little bit farther. But according to our friend Chris Crook, there is just no way that Tanner Thorson, he will not finish top 10 in points. Well, Chris, like I said, you still got time to delete those comments before everybody goes over there. And, it's in the Tanner Thorson season preview if you guys want to go down there and comment on that. But there's still time to delete those. Tanner Thorson is going to win a race this year. There is no doubt about it. And it looks like at this point, it doesn't matter if it's against the Outlaws or if it's against High Limit. He's going to get a win at some point this season. He is just way too strong right now. The momentum is on his side. And if he starts on the first 2 rows of a feature coming up here soon, he is going to be a problem. And I think Lucas Oil Speedway is going to be the place where it happens. I remember last year during Lucas Oil Speedway, he was running 2nd in the feature. He lost an engine in one of those races. The other one, he finished 3rd or 4th, I believe. So he is very good there at Lucas Oil Speedway. So keep an eye out for him in the next 2 weeks. I did see today that Thorson will not be going to Knoxville this weekend, but he will be partaking in the Houston Speedway High Bank Nationals and the Houston's Hustle, which he was not on the entry list that the Houston Speedway posted there, I believe, 2 days ago. So Thorson will be one of the drivers that is going there from High Limit Racing to partake in that event. I am curious to see how it goes for Tanner Thorson there because we know at Houston's track position is absolutely enormous. So if he cannot qualify well, it's going to be a long week for him there. But excited to see what he will do there. Maybe he sneaks out a win. I have no idea. Maybe he sneaks out a podium. We'll have to wait and see how it all works out. But let me know your thoughts on Tanner Thorson. Are you impressed with him? I saw a lot of comments on him over the weekend or over the last couple of days, I guess, at Eagle Raceway, right? That was when he ran 18th to 6th. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will be back again tomorrow for another video here on the Rodman Rundown. Thank you guys all so very much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts down below. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. And while you're at it, might as well hit that notification bell as well, because for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be putting out videos pretty often here on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.